What's up, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another video, and this time I turned my light on, and what you're watching today is, in fact, the 20th episode of The Positivity Hour. I'm your host, Darshaun Smith, otherwise known as Senor Positivo, or exclusively known on this podcast as Big D. And today we're just going to talk about whatever we talk about. So let's admire my janky hair and get into the video. Woo!
Wow, KT, you killed it.
Now I done moved the camera. Let me make sure it's all good, you know. Zoom in, zoom out, you know, for let me make sure it's still, you know, zoomed out real quick. Hold on. Yeah, we good. For all the people who are just listening to this, you know, shout out to you. It's like 2 people, you know. Maybe one of those people is me on my other phone. I don't know. But I gotta start somewhere. But I'm lying too. I don't even listen to my own stuff. Probably should. I'd get more views. Haha, you know, quick maths. But yeah, so this video, you know, happy New Year's, y'all. It's you know, January 3rd, 2021. It's so satisfying to see on my laptop that it says 1/3/2021, you know. So yeah, so on that note, you know, we're just gonna talk about like how to make the best of the new year. That's gonna be the title of this video. So let's hop straight into it. So how to make the best of the new year, okay? There's two concepts here I want to talk about for y'all. You know, one is to, you know, the more typical route, you know, write down some resolutions, write down some things you want to work on, some things you want to change, or whatever it may be, this, that, and whatever else. And then, you know, slowly over the year, 365 days and a quarter of a day, you know, attack it, you know, consistently, regularly, passionately, like dedicatedly, like super motivated, like you got to get the bread like nobody's business, like someone's gonna die if you don't, you know. And or you could do it the other way, as in the way I do it sometimes, but I personally use a mixture of both, you know. The way I do it though is you know, leaving the majority of the baggage you acquired in the previous year there, you know. It's the last year, it's the past. Like, leave that there and just move on to something completely new. Now, obviously, maybe you had some things going well for yourself, you know, and we're all about doing well on the Positivity Hour, since, you know, we like to stay positive, just not for that Rona, and or the pregnancy test, you know. But but yeah, so like back to, you know, doing well and staying positive, you know. We just like to exceed. So if you're doing something that is like going above and beyond, you've accomplished your goals, you got that dream job, you got that second source of income, you invested in some stocks, like whatever it may be, okay, my party people, bring that to the new year. But everything else, all that drama, leave it. Those toxic friends, relationships, whatever it may be, leave it. Something I'm gonna be doing here in these next few days. When I say next few days, I mean like in 2.5 weeks. So you're gonna see some more videos, or at least hear my voice some more. Why it's still like this is lose this busted haircut. Oh my goodness. I've had this haircut for a year and like a month now. Not even that. I've had this haircut for like a year and 3 months. Okay, it's not even like a haircut. Like, it started as a flat top, and then it was just like, it just grew, and for a while it was just growing, and I planned on getting a haircut, you know. Went to San Diego, you know, did the Holiday Bowl, like marching band. Go watch that video if I remember to plug it. It'll be up here in this corner, you know. So you know, go watch it now. It's an hour and a half, so I know you got the time, okay. We're all on vacation, but yeah, so like I planned on getting one then, never happened. And then yeah, got back from San Diego, we kicked mad butt, you know. We slapped USC back to SoCal, you know. We were already in SoCal. We could see Tijuana from where our hotel was at. But yeah, you know, we doubled their score. We sent some people to the NFL. Do that day. COVID hit, and I didn't get a haircut. And yeah, so that's the funny thing, you know. This is I just want to wrap up the how to make the most of the new year portion before I get on to the, you know, year in reflection, because 2020, realistically speaking, wasn't as bad as a lot of people make it out to be But at the same time, I'm only saying that because I'm a privileged individual, where, I bought some nice things that allowed me to do some other things. And then when COVID really hit, all my family and people close to me were in good situations to where we weren't personally super affected, But like I said, we'll talk about that in a second. Back on to how to make the most of 2021, okay? Maybe I said 2020 one of those times too. I meant 2021, okay? 2020 is... bye. But, yeah. Back on topic. Yeah, so long story short. Without looking at this from two very subjective perspectives, either leaving the baggage there or trying to come up with a list and then conquer it over the year. Just the simple things I could like provide y'all, the few people who will listen to this or watch this even, that I myself am gonna do. Darshaun Smith, look at the phone case, it's super nice. I don't know if you can see it or not. My light is kind of bright, but it's to one, stay motivated. Okay, said this in my last video, but it's serious, and like right now I'm ready to get this bread. Like 2021 is gonna be my year. I'm getting my money up, I'm getting all my relationships up, I'm getting my life together. I mean, I act like my life wasn't already together, but it's my 4th semester of college coming up. Like, we gotta start thinking in advance. Am I doing postgraduate? Am I trying to become a doctor? Like, I don't know. We're gonna figure this out though, so stay motivated, stay dedicated. And big one, because COVID is definitely still a thing, but it's not gonna hit as hard as 2020 did, because we've been living through the COVID pandemic for a couple months now, about 10 or 12 or 13, depending on where you're from in the world. And yeah, hold on, I'm not sure if I said it, but stay healthy. I said all that before to say stay healthy. Moving on though, big one, there's some other little ones in there, but those are all like very subjective. Figure those out for yourself. Take the time to a couple minutes a day, set your cell phone down, close your laptop, just sit somewhere, go outside on a walk, talk to a human being, and just think about life. Okay, talk about life, whatever else. But the last thing, biggest thing, it's the whole reason I have this YouTube channel, and all my social medias are the_positivity_God, is to stay positive. Okay, don't get it twisted. There's so much bad that happens in the world, so much death, so much misfortune, shortcomings, upsetting events, all of that, but the biggest thing I can say definitely for you to keep your mental health in these crazy times and everything, and to keep constantly progressing forward, is to simply just stay positive. It is so much harder to say that. I mean, it's so much harder to do that than to just say it, but I must say that you can't even do it if you can't even say it. And then how each individual goes about achieving that goal is unique to them. Me personally, how I stay positive, because that's the only thing I'm an expert in, is me, myself, and I, because I've lived my life for 19 and 7 months, 19 years and 7 months ish, and I can say how I did it. I don't really have a lot of friends, because I don't like all the drama, all the extra activities that come along with it, especially in college. I'm not a partier, I'm not a drinker, I don't do the drugs, I go to work, I go to school, I learn at home, that's about it, okay? And it's not saying I don't have a fun life. I do things, okay? People don't get it twisted. I just don't waste my money, like some of these other people in here. But at the same time, a lot of those people I'm talking about, don't actually spend their own money when they're wasting it. Think about it. Back on topic though, but like I was saying, me, I stay to myself, and I gotta make sure I'm good first before I can, project peace, love, and positivity out to the people, And then secondly, I always work, I'm not saying I work on goals. I mean I actually just work a job. I drive a bus. I be working 20 hours a week, I'm that sounds not a lot, but part-time job, full-time college student, I'm taking 16 semester hours on top of 20 hours, and I somewhat still gotta have a social life in there, gotta get time to sleep, eat, all that. My schedule was busy. I'm moving and grooving all day, every day. But because I have that structure in my life, it keeps me centered, it keeps me focused, and it keeps me going, and it keeps me on the rails. It keeps me on that mission which is life, you know. And like, if you can't find that one thing that keeps you going, that like you feel passionate about, then you eventually will fall off the rails, and then your resolutions you wrote down will never happen, you know. We're 3 days in. One thing that's, I guess some people would say, is a resolution, but I just, you know, it's something I did in the past for like a year, and something I didn't do for this last year, and something I want to do again, because I would like to lose my COVID 20 pounds or whatever I gained, you know. It's just simply cutting sugar out of my life again, you know. Like my sisters bought me a raspberry brisket today, you know. Shout out to them, and thanks, Mom, for telling me. But as I told my mama, you know, I'm trying to cut sugar out of my life again. You know, we're 3 days deep. I've only been drinking that water. Speaking of water, let me take a sip real quick. Yeah, so good. Something in that Cedar Rapids tap water just be hitting different. But yeah, so 3 days deep, only been drinking water again. I haven't eaten a single sugary thing, haven't even like thought about it, you know. I mean, you should see downstairs, man. There's some Pop-Tarts down there. They're looking mighty fine. Some cookies and cream ones. Ooh, don't even get me started, okay? And you know, not to mention, there's a whole lot of other stuff, whole lot of drinks. There's Sunny D right now, okay? We got Sunny freaking D, okay? Oh, I want some so bad. I'm not even gonna front, but hey, I didn't even like attempt to pour a glass. I just kind of look at it. I'm like, I think I remember what it tastes like, but I don't feel like trying to find out. So, I don't know what I've been rambling on about for this whole period. I think I've been talking about like how to stay positive, you know, staying on your goals, and you know, getting the bread. And simple, to summarize this whole like 10 minutes or whatever that's been y'all have been experiencing y'all have been experiencing so far, you know, into like a sentence, is, you know, no one can do it for you, and you gotta want it so bad that there's nothing anybody can do that'll take you away from your goals, dreams, and aspirations, you know. That being said, let's look at 2020 in the past, you know, because, you know, it's good to reflect on the past, because it, you know, it's the reason you are where you are in the present, and it also could be an indication of where you'll be at in the future if you don't change your behavior right now. You know, think about that. That's profound. I might make that an Instagram post later, but yeah. That being said, 2020, like, oh yeah, it was terrible. It was actually freaking bad, okay? But at the same time, a lot of good stuff happened. Like, I met a lot of people, went to a couple of social gatherings, didn't get COVID, you know, because, you know, everyone that I interact with, you know, they stay at home all day and have no life. So, you know, there's no possibility for them to get COVID if we all stay at home and do nothing. So, yeah, had Wendy's a couple times, you know. I don't see myself having Wendy's again, so that's a rip. Or at least not for like 6 months. My car died. That's cool. It really wasn't my car. It was my dad's, but like, it was going out anyways. Got some good grades, you know. I don't know. I'm so like focused on school. It's like everything I can think about is like school related. Got some money, I guess, but like I had to spend some of it. But you know, that's a whole nother separate video. How money is the key to happiness, you know, and that is the most misleading clickbait title ever. But at the same time, someone I follow said today perfectly that money does not buy you happiness, but it can buy you things that make you happy forever. Like, one example, and then I'll end the video, you know. If you buy yourself like a Lamborghini or something, you know, get your money up, you got yourself a Lamborghini or whatever, cool beans. Like, it's cool, show it off to your friends, this and that. But like after like a couple months, it's like, well, it's just a car, you know. It's just a sports mobile, you know, or however you want to say. It's Italian. It's a bull. Yeah, that's the sound bulls make for sure. But what happens after that? You're still stuck in the same situation. No friends, or no real friends that don't want you outside of your money. And you know, why did I do that day? You know, but instead, if you bought your mother a car after you know, seeing a person struggle their whole life, you know, on the come up, you'd get endless satisfaction from that, knowing that their life has been positively impacted from something you did, you know. So on that note, my party people, you know, it's been your boy Darshaun Smith. Happy New Year's. I'm actually going to put this video up on Sunday. Recently, what I've done the last 2 weeks is record the video on Sunday, but put it up on like Monday. And then last week, I think I put it up on like a Wednesday. You know, last week, we don't talk about last week. It wasn't good. It was the last week of 2020, okay? It had to be a bad one, okay? But it's 2021. New us, or new year, new me. Knew all of that. We getting the bread. We staying motivated. We posting at least one video every week. But we shooting for 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7. You never know. But I'm gonna have to be feeling really motivated to do that, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna watch these videos. But it's at the same time, you know, you always as MKBHD said, you know, each video or project you make is potentially someone's first opinion upon you, you know. So, you know, make it your best. So even though I know Noah's going to watch these videos, and when I mean no one, I mean like, you know, just a couple people, like 4 or 5, maybe 10, 20, 30 at the max, you know. Still got to make them, you know, because, you know, you don't grow unless you got that discography of good quality content to, you know, fall back on, per se. So on that note, it's 5:57 p.m. in Central Standard Time. And let's see what time we can get this video up. So roll that outro, KT, and I'll catch you on the next one.
You killed it.
Bonk.